Good day, viewers. My name is Ayobami Fulakemi Machekodome, the facilitator of Health is Wealth. Hello, Health is Wealth. Today we're going to be looking at honey seed. We're going to be looking at the benefits of honey seed. What are the importance of honey seed? What are the mineral contents in honey seed? Where is honey seed cultivated? Why is it used as both herbs and also spices? We're going to be looking at the importance and the curative properties of honey seed and how can we use honey seeds to cure different ailments. Welcome back. What is honey seed and where is honey seed cultivated? Honey seed is cultivated from the Western Mediterranean region and the western part of Egypt, but it is used as a medicine in Europe. And I want us to know that these honeys look like a funnel. You can as well compare the function, the aroma of honeys and funnel together. And anise can be in form of a whole, or at times it's grounded into powder. And at times some people use that fragrance, like myself. I use that fragrance when I'm doing producing my soap, my cream and holders. I use anise as my fragrance. And when it comes to spices in food, anise is also good for that, and it tastes so sweet. But at times it's not advisable to just take it as in horror like that and holders. Anise is known for its strong aroma and is known for its medicinal uses. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Yes, as we all know in Health is Wealth, we don't just raise a topic or say something or because we think we just want to say it. We say or raise a topic or an ailment, a road, or a spice, all because we think we know it better. Like how like us to kind of know this honeys too well by knowing what are the mineral content in honeys, what are the vitamins, what are the minerals, what is the contents, what is this honeys loaded of. Welcome back. We are still on what are the mineral contents, vitamins, the honey seed that are in honey seed. Like I would like to tell us that honey seed has a lot of vitamins, vitamin like B complex, vitamin like pyridosine, like niacin, like riboflavin, like thiamine, and a lot more. Now let's look at the mineral content in honeys. I'm still on honey seed. Honey seed has calcium, copper, potassium, iron, magnesium, and also zinc, and a lot more. Stay tuned. Welcome back. As I was saying, that honey has a lot of minerals and vitamins, which I listed some and I'm still going to add some. I told you that honey has potassium, magnesium, zinc, among others. And there are some that is a must to mention, which is its antioxidant vitamin. And what are the antioxidant vitamins? These are vitamin C and vitamin A. You can see how strong this honey is. A lot of us just go to the market and they kind of, what is this? What is it used for? We neglect and overlook it because we don't even know the importance. We don't know why and what they have for. Like, I can remember when we were talking about onions in the house, allium sipo. I believe then after the lecture, people changed their mentality about onions because they not just but we get to discover what allium sipo is. Just the way we're going to discover and distinguish honey seed out from any other seed that we just overlook. You can see that your honey seed has a lot. It has a lot to the extent of having an antioxidant vitamins, which is a must for the body. Now we're going to be looking at the oils. The oils and the fatty acids in honeys. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. Hi, Spirit of Nature. I believe you are kind of taking interest in this, my honey seed. I believe your mentality about what honey seed is, the benefits, and what's the useful is changed now. As I said earlier, now we're going to be looking at the fatty acid and the mineral content in honeys. What are the fatty acid in honeys? What are their measurements? It's amazing. You can't just believe this. You can't believe that the elements in honeys, as I mean the element, the oil content, the fatty acid in honeys is short, is wonderful. Now, let me shock you with this. The carbon in honey is about 34.5. The oxygen in honey is about 21.1. The neutron in anise is not much. It's 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 not up to 1%. The allium in anise is about 20.5, while the bromine in anise is about 14. It doesn't have much iron. So if you think you're taking honey seed because of iron, no, you've gone to the wrong place. Also, the copper in honey seed is about 3.63. The lanthanide in honey is about 5.85. The palladium in honey is about 0.35. While the sulfur in honey is 0.15. Instead of putting the red sulfur in my soap, I grind honeys into my soap, which when I tell you what it does to the skin and the body, you're like, wow, the power in nature. Also, the potassium in honeys is not that much. It's not that much. I'm just a nil. And the magnesium also is nil. And you can see, even if the potassium is nil, the magnesium is nil. But for those that really want carbon in their body, you can see it's 34.5. It adds a lot of oxygen, 21.1. You see, the helium there is 20.5. And you can see the anise is loaded. See the power in nature. Like I do tell people that we have from the dust, and whatever elements arise from the dust must surely be rectified by the dust. Do you see what I mean? That's when the doctors say, oh madam, you are lacking carbon. Instead of you to go and be buying all this sugar that contain carbon, why don't you just go and make your fine soup with honey seed? When you know that you're treating yourself and you're still enjoying your pepper soup, because the carbon you're looking for is in honey, which is about 34.5 in just a seed. Your allium is there. You can get it as you're still enjoying your food. You're enjoying your honey, you're enjoying your iron, you're enjoying your bromine, you're enjoying your copper, you're enjoying your palladium, you're enjoying your lighton, sulfur, and a lot more. See the power in nature. See what's the God of nature, which has decreed that the ground should bring forth its fruits for the healings of nature of the nation. See what it means. It's not just saying go back to the dust to rectify the ailment or challenge from the dust. It means. Stay tuned as we proceed. Hi viewers, welcome back. We are still on honey seed, honey seed. Now for the benefits of the oil extractors. IMT's wealth is loaded. We are not here to just tell you what the seed is. We are also to tell you what you can get when you extract the seed, or when you transform the seed into oil, or when you extract oil from the seed. What are you expecting when you do so? Stay tuned. Welcome back. I want the oil extractors to know what exactly they are looking at, or what exactly should be expected. I mean, what are the parameters in honeys, and what is their results? What are they looking at? What can they get when they extract honey seed? First of all, I would like us to know that honey seed color is pale yellow. Pale yellow. And also, there is a specific gravity in honey's oil, And the specific gravity in anise oil is about 0.987. I mean 0.987. That is the specific gravity that is expected to be found in an anise oil for the benefit of those that extract honey oil for sales of personal use. Also, the saponification value that is expected from those that are extracting honey oil is 168.3%. Anything less than this is not accurate. Also, let's look at the acid value in honey seed, in honey oil. People were like, what is honey acid again in nature? I want to show you that there is nothing like acid. Where acid is gotten from is from that natural things. There are some things you combine that bring chemical reaction. So let's look at what are the honey value in honey seed. The acid value in honey seed is about 2.55. Anything less than that in your oil extraction is nonsense. Let's look at the sodic value, the sodium value. The sodium value in anise is about 99%. 99%. Now let's look at the refractive index. What is the refractive index that is expected to be found in an accurate anise oil? Anise oil is extracted that the extraction will bring the accurate value that is expected. Now, your refractive index that is expected from anise oil is 1.55. Anything less than that is not accurate. Now, looking at the odor, how does it smell? It smells wonderful. Like on many occasions, I use anise as my fragrance because those who really know me in terms of production, they know I am fully into nature. Nature. And I want you to know that when you taste anise tastes so sweet. I'm saying this for the benefit of those that extract anise oil for sales. Now let's look at the total planet. Yeah, when we're looking at it in terms of all the fragrance, we can compare the thing in anise with that of Helium Sipa, that is garlic. We can compare anise in terms of the planet, we can compare it to that of garlic. Also, let's look at the carotenoid. The carotenoid in anise seed is about mg 1100 milligram. Now, also, anise has one thing that I think I so much love. For the benefit of those that has been on Health is Right for long, we've talked about tannins. What is tannins? What are the benefits of tannins? Why do we need tannins in our body? And I want you to know that these tannins also have what they call tannins, and which is also known as tannic acid. Also, anise has tannins, which make it a full spice needed for the body. Is a must for the body. So, for the benefit of those that extract anise oil, those are the things when you're extracting your oil. Those are the things, those are the grams, those are the parameter, and those are the results you think when you extract your oils. What are the things you needed? Your specific gravity. What should be the result of your specific gravity? What should be the result of your saponification value? What should be the result of your acid value? What should be the result of your sodium value? What should be the result of your refractive index? What odor would you get? Should it be sour? And I said no. Anise odor is very palatable and the taste is sweet. And I told you about the carotenoid in it. I told you how many should be, and I rounded up by telling you that anise had a great content. Anise had a great minerals, but I think is and I think is Helium Sipa and garlic and onions. I think the tannins that I think I've discovered very high use of tannins, and now here I'm also a kind of convinced with this kind of tannins that I discover in anise seed. So, and for the benefit of those that are extracting for honey, I want you to know that in your extraction, if truly you want the perfect extraction, your extraction in honey, when you get all these your parameters and your results, your honey should stay about 7 days before the total, everything you think, before you have a accurate honey seed. Do not go anywhere. We want to see what does honey has to the product, what value has honey to add to the product of nature. What are the creative properties of honey seed? Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. Come back, viewers. As I said earlier, I want to be looking at what are the creative properties of honey seed. What can you use honey seed to kill? Like a lot of people do, like when you take some things, you like just taking it. Why are you taking it? Of what benefit has this thing you're taking in your body? What is it for? Is it a kind of helping your body, or a kind of, what is it doing? We're going to be looking at what and why. What are the function of honey seed? Why must we increase our honey seed? Why we are eating our honey seed? What are we treating indirectly? One of the things that honey seed helps to kind of put an end to is stomach upset. Also, honey helps in your running stomachs. You have a running stomach and you've tried a lot of things. Why don't you go back to your honey seed? Also, you have intestinal gas. You want to kind of, instead of you going to the market, to the chemist for an intestinal gas, why don't you go and use your honeys? Also, you have a kind of directive to increase urine flow. You're looking for a directive to increase down your urine that you think is not coming out the way it should. Why don't you go for your honeys? You don't have appetite. You want to kind of boost your appetite. You want to increase your appetite. You want to eat more better. You've not been eating and they've been telling you, oh, go and take this, go and take that. Why don't you increase or take more of your honey seed? Also, women use honey seeds to increase their milk flow. You are a mother in the house and you're breastfeeding and you think water is not coming from the breast the way it should. Why don't you go and take your honey seed? When you take your honey seed, this could help you to a kind of increase the milk flow. Also, you are a lady in the house. Whenever you want to have your period, you go through a lot of pains. You like, everybody in the house must know you want to go through you want to have your period. Yes. Why don't you go and take your honey seed? Also, it's this honey seed, this product of a nature that is known as honey seed, also assists childbirth. Like, you want to do family plan, like I did tell you, and I said earlier that you don't need to insert, you don't need to take injection. Castor seed is there for you, and we have a new discovery now, which is honey seed. Honey seed can kind of ease your childbirth. Also, honey seed can help you, the men in the house that you think you have low libido, females that doesn't have feelings, you don't have sexual feelings. We have another aphrodisiac in the house, and that is honey seed. Honey seed will help you to increase your sex drive. Also, when a male uses honey seed, it helps you to a kind of treat male menopause. You know, people are like, those men have menopause? Yes. There's some certain stage you get to as a man that you're at the way you function. Like I sent it to the house some times ago, that's when you are 12, that your man would like anyhow, the thing will just raise anyhow. When you're getting to about 40 something, that is the normal circumstances. Even 20 years old guys now, touch them 100 years, they will not feel it. So if you're in such a case, why don't you go back to anise? Why don't you use anise instead of letting the doctor test a lot of things in you? Instead of allowing them to make you a test run, to make you their lab, why don't you use this aniseed to kind of boost your sex drive, to also kind of treat your male menopausal signs? Also, it helps. You can use aniseed to treat seizure for those that have a seizure in the house. You can use aniseed to treat the tissue. And also for those that depends on nicotine, you are addicted to smoking and you wanted to stop it, aniseed can help you to stop smoking. Also for those in the house that have insomnia, you find it difficult to sleep, why don't you go, like a lot of us are used to this Nescafe, and Nescafe has its own good side and has a lot of disadvantages. Instead of using Nescafe and all those sleeping tablets, why don't you go and use aniseed? Also for those that have asthma in the house, like I do tell you, like I'm 100% sure of garlic. I have used onions and garlic to cure a lot of people in asthma. And this is another discovering aniseed. For those that have asthma in the house, I'm introducing to you aniseed. Also, you're constipated, you want your tummy down, you've not been able to go to the toilet. Why don't you go and take aniseed, a product of the nation? Also, you want to treat lice, you have lice on your head, and you wanted to, like I tell you, it's an antioxidant, it has a lot of properties that concerns an ailment. You have lice on your head, why don't you just put anise cream in your hair cream, and it will say no, it will kind of stop its gabardaya. You have psoriasis, you have scabies, for those that have skin irritations, why don't you apply aniseed to your beauty and to your beauty makeups? Yes, add anise to your beauty makeups. For those that produce, I would like to tell you that also anise is good for your production as fragrance. And a lot more. Those are the health list of what anise can cure. But I'm just going to tell you how and what to combine to cure all these elements I've mentioned. You're like, I say, go back to anise, use anise for this, use aniseed for that. There are some things you should combine with it. But I'm just going to teach the house just 2 elements, or total cure with aniseed and some other things of just 2 total elements, of just 2 elements. I mean totally. Don't go away. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Like I said earlier that we were going to look gabardaya, what are the benefits of anise. Like I have told you all the benefits of anise, and I said I promised to tell us how to use this aniseed to cure just 2 ailments. But before I proceed on teaching us on how to use it to cure just 2 ailments, like I mentioned, a lot of ailments, but you must use this aniseed with 1 or 2 things to silence them, which I promise to just tell us to. I cannot but mention this for people to know that anise is an estrogen seed. It has an estrogen effect, and also anise can as well be used as an insecticide. You are the type that you have insect in your house, you want to kind of chase this or that insect or any insecticide, disease or whatever, you can as well apply your aniseed. Also, I know that the diabetes people in there, they were like, why is it that whenever Jotos is mentioning things, you don't concentrate on us, you don't even, I'm sorry, but this time around I have a good news for you that aniseed can also help to a kind of silence diabetes, because it helps to a kind of fight free radicals that are responsible for early aging. So you have diabetes in the house, why don't you apply aniseed to your pepper soup or whatever? It can help you to kind of stop diabetes, because anise also contains a lot of things. It contains so many things that could help you to treat diabetes, cough and flus and all those. So that is that for that on what are the benefits of aniseed. Now, let's go straight to how to use anise to cure some ailments. What and what can we add to anise to silence this, and this? Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. Welcome back. I'm just going to teach us how to use anise to a kind of silent menstrual pain, menstrual discomfort. What can you add to anise to a kind of silence that menstrual pains? What are the right combination? Now I'd like to tell us that saffron, when you get your saffron, you get your celery seed, and you also get anise extract. You combine all this together to make about 5 milligram. That is for menstrual discomfort. You know that's your 5 mg now. This is your ampiclos. You know, one of it is 500 mg. That's the combination of your saffron, your celery, and your honey extract should be combined together to be about 5 mg. It goes a long way to help you to silence. You take it with water, it helps you to silence menstrual discomfort. Hello house, welcome back. We're still on honey seed. Now, as we all know that everything has their precautions. Yes, who are those that should run away from honey seed? The people that should run away from honey seed are those that have hormonal problem. You have hormone sensitive conditions, and what are part of the hormone sensitive condition that I think is common, that is breast cancer. Those that have breast cancer should run away from honey seed. Those that have uterine cancer should run away from honey seed. Those that have ovarian cancer should run away from honey seed. Those that have endometriosis, that has urine, that has endometriosis, that has fibroids, please run far away from honey seed. You think you have fibroid, you think you have endometriosis, uterine, you think you have fibroid, you think you have anything that has to do with hormonal problem, please run away from anise seed. Because anise has I told you it's an estrogen. It has an estrogen, and when you also have all those things, you are taking their tablet for cancer, you are taking your tab for uterine cancer, you are taking your tablet for ovarian problem, and you are still taking anise seed. You are endangering your life. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is, if you have anything that has to do with hormonal problem, hormonal problem, please don't go close to anise seed. If you have another problem that might worsen or expose, that could kind of expose you, or that could kind of increase your estrogen, please, you have any problem that has to do with hormone or estrogen, or you are using any tablet that can increase your estrogen, please go far away from honey seed. Yeah, like I was saying, I said when you have any hormonal problem, please run far away from honey seed. And I think I've mentioned 1 or 2 hormonal problems that I think we should run, that when we have those, we should run away from honey seed. Also, when you're taking birth control pills, like I told you that honey also has this high estrogen, and it kind of ease your birth rate. So when you're using your birth control pills, that is when you're using your contraceptive drugs, please run away from honey seed, because the intention rating moderate should be cautioned. Should be cautioned. The intention rating moderate should be cautioned. You are using honey seed and you are still taking your contraceptive, please, you are endangering your life. Because with this combination, it can take please, make sure you go to your doctor, you tell your doctor, you consult your doctor before taking contraceptive dose or tab, and also taking anise seed. because it could be dangerous. But if I'm to advise you, you don't need to take your honey seed and still take your contraceptive drugs. You don't need to take your birth control pills and take your honey seed. Because as we all know that birth control pills increase your estrogen, it makes it more higher. So when you're taking honeys, you should know that it will be in short. So please, what I'm saying in nutshell is let's run away from honey seed when we're taking our contraceptive tab. Welcome back. Like just trying to tell us, warn us what are the things we could run for, or what are the things that when we're doing it or taking it, we should be far from honey seed. When you're taking any anti-cancer tablets, anything that has to do with cancer like Novadex, Tamoxifen, and a lot more like that, any tab that has to do with cancer, anti-cancer tablets, please do not take honey seed. That is that for that on honey seed for now, till we meet again on the next topic. Thank you, and do stay healthy. Remember that health is wealth.